making a mess, yeah.
It's so funny because I literally keep my hair pretty much literally around this length because I just don't feel like dealing with it any longer than this. Like, I just don't. But I feel like if I let it get long, for real. Because sometimes when I'm trimming my hair, I just be a little scissor happy. I just don't be caring, so. If I let it really get long, I would be so annoyed because my showers are already long enough. And like wash day and all that. But anyway. Let me see how loud this music is. So, I wanted to do an unpopular opinions video because I feel like doing an unpopular opinions video. And I wanted to actually think of my own and not like piggyback off of like another video, like only a reaction. So I just wanted to like kind of think of my own little things in life that I find that I like or don't like, and most people may say they don't or do. I'm going to try my best to not touch my hair this entire video because if I have my hair out, that's all I'm doing. Like, I came here today to do this unpopular opinions video, and I'm just going to do that. Try not to be so hot, but I don't want the AC running in the background because I typically have it on for like just the comfort ambiance and shit. But I turned it off for the video. So I actually give a fuck about my viewers, even if it's 20 or 50. Excuse me, because I know that shit is annoying in the video, not in real life. To me, it's like it goes out the ear, but shit. Oh, okay. So this is what I'm doing. I'm doing the unpopular opinions video today. I hope the music is not loud AF. But I'm gonna start off really simple and then kind of get into, I'm gonna try to group the 9 that I have listed kind of in order a little bit. So like, I'm not just jumping from topic to topic. So, Jesus Christ, I'm trying not to sweat. Anyway, my first one is, and it's like more of like a confession, but at the same time, it's not my everyday go-to, you know what I'm saying? So, I will just say it generally because I know sometimes I over-explain. I like plain food sometimes, like, yeah. Like, I know most people like their food really seasoned all the time. Like, they season everything, like everything. They season the shells, they season the sauce, they season the cheese, they season the meat, they season the rice, they season this and that. And it sometimes to me it feels like it's overdone, like when people season everything to the max. Like, you just see them just like, and it's not like I don't like to season my food. Like, I like seasoning on some things and then less seasoning on other things so that I can kind of like alleviate my palate a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just like I'm a fried rice girly and all that jazz, but I like, sometimes I like the plain rice sometimes. Like, sometimes I just don't want everything to feel like it's invigorating my palate every time I eat, you know what I'm saying? But that's just a simple one. And the next one's pretty simple too. It's just now hold on. The only thing I really can say about me and food is like sometimes I'm picky and sometimes I'm really not, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll be more into spicy stuff for like hormonal reasons, like around my period, or like I'll have more like sweet stuff and all that. But for the most part, I like my food like neutrally seasoned. Like put the type of seasoning you would kind of put in a kid's food. Not because I don't like flavor. Like I like all type of flavor. I do. But I just, most of the time I just don't. I will get the plain chip. Now, to be honest, this is no salt added. This is fucking boring as shit. I should have just got regular ones. But that's what Ruffles are for. Nah, but that's the type of thing I'm on. It's not like I want no salt and pepper and or only salt and pepper. I like plain stuff like Honey Nut Cheerios and stuff. Like I'm not big on like I have to have the fucking Reese's Puffs every single time I have cereal, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or like so much all the time. Like I just like sometimes I like a little corn pop or a Kix sometimes be okay. Okay. And then you should see the cereal aisle. That cereal aisle these days is just all fucking sugar. Like I'm sure one bowl of cereal is like 50 grams of sugar in the beginning of the day. Holy crash out. Okay. Or holy sugar crash. The second one is that I like meat cooked thoroughly, bruh. Any fucking time I see somebody has meat and it's like red and pink in the middle, I'm scared. Now, will I eat it? Yes, like it depends on the meat. Like chicken, no, I'll be scared. I don't want that undercooked whatsoever. Like I usually like rotisserie or baked chicken or like some chicken strips type deal. But bruh, if I see chicken that's like undercooked, I'm scared. Something like steak is a pass because I'll let that be a little red in the middle, just because I know steak kind of cooks kind of like throughout more so than kind of like how other meat it gets cooked. No, steak takes longer to cook, but I don't know what I'm saying. I like steak and stuff to be kind of just under done or well done. Like I don't want it well done AF, but like I cannot stand when I just see meat that's too underdone. Like it's just, they just cooked it for just the right amount of time to cook it. Like it's like you can bypass the recipe instructions, bruh. You can do that a little bit, just a little bit. It's not gonna burn in the extra 2, 5, 7 minutes. Okay, now it depends. Like you don't want to be like cooking chicken breasts or strips and then like it's done and then it'll brown over time. It's just more so like I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Like when people eat like meat that's like clearly just, to me, not cooked, like just straight up, like most of it is just, it's looking like it's bleeding and I know it's not blood. It's just don't pass me no undercooked meat. And I used to grow up eating like eggs totally like scrambled or fried or cooked, right? Like a lot of people like runny-ish eggs, and that's kind of cool too. Like if it's like boiled and it's a little bit runny in the middle, like a little bit, not like literally like diarrhea. I like my food, but really meat cooked. Like a lot of people will say, oh, it's gonna be dry if you cook steak to well done or done or overdone. Jesus Christ. And I'm the type of person that feels like, well, at least I know I'm not gonna get salmonella or like food poisoning just in case, right? And then on top of that, there's sauce. You can add sauce. Put the A1 sauce or your barbecue or either whatever condiment you like. Vinaigrette, I don't even give a fuck. Just if it feels dry to you, put the sauce. Because I don't think you should have something undercooked in order for it to not be dry, just to risk E. coli and shit, in my opinion. But hey, This is kind of where I like my food to be. I'm gonna just put it on the screen. Like, it's not gonna be dry just because it's not cooked. It's a way to do things. Like, you know, you poke holes through meat sometimes. Duh. And then yada yada. Anyway, the third one, I believe in double texting, right? Like, I know there's a lot of mind games that people play in the dating scene nowadays, but woo, we are getting puffy. There's a lot of mind games that people play in like the dating scene and stuff like that, and they just kind of want somebody to be like playing games with them. And I'm all for fun and like the beginning stages of like dating and stuff, and like really, like, you know, you don't want to respond too fast, and you don't want to blah blah blah, you don't want to look like this or act too nonchalant and not too chalant and shit. But then I'm a firm believer in, like, if I like you, I'm going to double text you or triple text you or send you whatever I'm trying to send you, because I don't care for looking like I'm really, pressed, or like looking like I like someone. If I like someone, I would want them to know at least. I'm not gonna cross boundaries though. Like, I'm not gonna blow somebody up if they tell me to not contact them, or if they tell me they don't want to talk to me, or if they're telling me, oh, this is too much. I really rarely get those. Like, I really rarely get those types of messages. It's like people want me to talk to them more, but I'm just somebody that's always believed in, like, you can text them, or double text or triple text. Like, I mean, granted, if it's stupid lines of text that you could just honestly put in one bubble, yeah, that's probably more feasible for some people. But I'm talking about the type of games that people play when it's like, oh, if they say, hi, how are you? Smiley face. And then they go, oh, by the way, I just wanted to say, blah, blah, blah. But they leave that part out because it's texting too much. It's like, there's communication for a reason. Like, you can text, if you like somebody, just act like you like them. Don't like hound them down or stalk them. But like, I don't believe in trying to act too cool for somebody that you like, unless they literally tell you, like, yo, this is too much or something like that. So I believe in double texting, okay? I'm not playing games if I like someone, like, for real. And the next one is actually around the same realm. I actually prefer smaller dates at first. Like, if I'm getting to know somebody, I don't want them to pop out and do the most, because I feel like you're love bombing me at that point. And I'm the type of person that does overthink and psychoanalyze everything, like, to be honest. And not just because of trauma, like, I've always been that way. So it's like, I prefer like one-on-one time, but like not feeling like we're just like in some small space and like we can't really move around and like do much, you know? Like, I don't want it to be like we're just fully distracted the whole time, like a movie, or like if we go out to dinner and stuff. I don't like the whole fancy scene at first, because I just feel like that's too much for somebody you don't know all that well yet. And you don't want to, like, I'm not gonna say you don't want to throw your eggs in one basket. If you got it, you got it. You could do what you want, take who you want out to where, and do what works for you. Basically, like, if you got it, go ahead. But I'm just saying, I just prefer, like, if somebody was to try to get to know me and they wanted to go on a first or second date or something, I wouldn't want it to be no expensive ass place, because one, I'm humble. I don't want to feel like I don't want them to feel like I'm with them because I think that they have money. And then two, outside of what they think, I have such bad social anxiety. Like, I should stop saying that so much, but it's true. So I'm not gonna not say the truth. So I'm working with it. And I feel like just as a first date with all that extra background noise and people sitting next to you and in front of you and behind you, it's too much. It's like I wouldn't be able to focus on the person or the date. It's like and then on top of that, I have such anxiety eating around people. Like, I just be feeling like people are staring at me when I eat. Now I feel like I could probably do like mukbangs and shit in the future. I just never liked that shit, fool. Like, I was staying in the shelter one time, and literally one of the shelter coordinators were like, "You do know you have to eat in the corridors if you stay in the shelter." And I was like, "No." I literally took my Thanksgiving dinner one time, went to the bathroom. I just didn't want anybody staring at me. And like, I just felt like it was just too much pressure, like everybody around. Now I know eating with others is such an intimate thing, and it's like, it's normal for most people to eat dinner every night with others. I just be overthinking. But anyway, it's just because I've always kind of been like that. Like, I would rather just run away. And I prefer smaller dates at first, because like I would prefer like if we were to like cook together, or like if we were to like go get fucking Subway and go to the park or something chill. I don't want somebody to ball out on me at first. Like, you just honestly, you don't know me, bro. Like I mean, you probably got it, but I would be very, very petrified at their intentions, because like, you must be on some like dating to marry, and I would feel like you think we're already married if you're spending that damn much money on a first date. I'd be like, and I just feel like those types of expensive, more meaningful, quality things are for when you actually get to a point with somebody where it's like, oh no, I know I'm really with this person. Like, I know like they deserve it because you've been with them and you know them and shit. I just feel like, you know, the type of people that expect somebody to do the most for them at first, it's like, you can have your standards and stuff like that. I just personally don't feel like somebody I'm getting to know should have to like prove that they're like so stable. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know. I just prefer smaller dates at first, and then if we're like really actually like dating and talking, getting to know one another, and like we probably are close to dating for real, I would allow bigger stuff like that, because by then it's not so like awkward, and like there's not so many weird expectations and like or questions or concerns. Even if they probably want to do really nice things for me, I would just feel like, not yet, bruh. Like, I don't want to waste your time or your money or your energy or anything. So the next one is, I don't feel like lust is love, or like toxicity. I don't think toxicity is really cute after like the honeymoon phase. Not like when somebody gets married and they're in their honeymoon phase. No, I mean like when you first start getting to know somebody, or really dating somebody, like boyfriend and girlfriend, and then y'all have that little couple months of like bliss, like you just don't care about nothing else, and you're not really fully in tune with one another yet, and everything that makes you guys you and shit. I just don't feel like toxicity is cute after that phase right there, right? Like the getting to know them. Is this something you want? Is this something you want to spend the rest of your life on? Like, I feel like a little bit, like, to be realistic, a little bit of toxicity is like normal or expected if you really like someone, because honestly, people don't really know what to do with their feelings sometimes. Like, you know, nobody's perfect. And that's not to say make excuses or forgive somebody that's really showed their ass to you and been horrible to you, or like talked bad about you or to you, and you just, it doesn't mean like forgive and then forget and let everything go that bothers you. You know, I just feel like You know, also, somebody shouldn't have to be like perfect, like I said. Like, anybody really too perfect is actually a red flag to me. Like, anybody that always has the right things to say, or everybody always agrees with them, or everybody likes them, or they make it known that other people like them while you're trying to get to know them, and all this type of like feeling where it's like it's toxic, or like somebody acting like y'all are married or together and you're just getting to know them, or like they expect you to like talk to them a lot, and or just like they're showing signs of jealousy really early, or like their insecurities are kind of bleeding into like things that you do, or things that you kind of ways that you go about your life, and it's starting to mold how you live your day-to-day life, because you're not trying to have them feel some type of way about this or that, or that or this, that has nothing to do with really the relationship. Like, anyone that makes you feel like you're looking too nice in public, or like why don't you give me more attention, or like they're always assuming that you're talking to somebody on your phone, or they feel like you're not allowed to just be a person before you even get with them, or like I don't know, it's not for me. Like, I don't like, I feel like it's other ways to show that you care about someone, right? Like, I feel like some people have taught themselves that somebody hounding you down and being on your ass about everything, everyone that talks to you, everyone that you talk to, people that see you, people that may know you, blah, 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 ways that you dress, blah, 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 your job, you going to work, you talking to this person, your friend from childhood, or your best friends, they start seeing you less and less because they don't want you going out with single people and this and that and all this extra shit. And it's just like, it goes on and on. The list can go on and on because people are fucking weird. That type of shit is like not cute after the beginning. It's like you either address those things and work on it and never go through it again, or go through it for the rest of your life. Because it's one thing to have some things happen, like mistakes or weird energy, like somebody being like, let's say, not so totally invested in you, right, in the beginning, right? And everyone's allowed to like what they like and not like what they don't like. But what am I trying to say? It's nice to show concern for somebody's whereabouts, like their location and stuff like that, or what they have plans for, or like, you know, just trying to give somebody a lot of attention and time, and like quality time and stuff like that. Those are really nice things until they become like toxic. Like, some people make it feel like being with them is kind of like prison, or like a job. Like, when the obligations and the expectations start going crazy, or getting too heavy, or like you're supposed to read their mind, and like you're supposed to know how to love them already, and like, basically what I'm saying is, it's good to show care and concern for someone, but that the only way to do that is not by being obsessed and toxic and controlling and or possessive. I feel like people have that game of love messed up, because it's like, you can like someone a lot and really care for someone a lot and trust them at the same time. You can like know that who you're with is the right person, right? I just feel like a lot of people think that makeup breakup type energy and toxic lustful energy and stuff like that is what love is, like being like down somebody's throat about what they're around, what they do, and who they around, and blah blah blah. And it's just like, that's not really love. That's actually really controlling and scary. If somebody's really just acting like your life outside of them is like not cool, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I might find a better way I don't know, I feel like love is more freeing of a feeling. It's like it's understood. It's like it's less accusations and like lack of forgiveness or like lack of security with self or self-esteem. Like there's no like issues around stuff like that, or like questioning your attractiveness or attraction to someone. All that extraness is like, now do some people be on weird shit? I would say yeah, but a lot of times I think not everybody's built for the same type of relationship. Like I feel like some people are built for a certain type of thing, and sometimes people just want to feel like if they do everything right or plan everything perfectly, then that should equal a guarantee of X, Y, and Z. And it's like you gotta give stuff room and give people room to kind of be themselves. I feel like that's just more of a better foundation for like relationships. When somebody's allowed to be themselves, you're gonna get a better result from that person, or that proposal of a relationship, or like the health of the relationship will be ultimately better. I just don't think being toxic is cute, or like that's not what love is. It's not obsession and possession and like mine, for everybody else. Like, I mean, that's cute at first. It's like you're showing interest or you're showing like desire, but there is a line to cross sometimes where it's like, I don't think I would want that for the rest of my life if you're gonna continue being like that. Like, anyway, the next one is I think people should not marry young. This is probably such an unpopular opinion because I know there's a lot of healthy marriages that started when they were really young, between the two or whoever they're getting married to. I don't know, some people have huge marriages, so, or they have multiple wives or husbands. I don't know about none of that, but I feel like personally people should not marry under 21, right? Like if you have to be 21 to buy fucking alcohol or like nicotine, right? Why should people be allowed to make a life-altering decision so young? Like, I know 18 is an adult, but like there's literally people that are allowed to get married at like 18 or 17 or 16 in some places, or like even younger. So it's just like, I don't understand why that is allowed to let people marry like so young, because I just feel like marriage is such a touchy topic, right? I'm not gonna get too much into it. And I feel like it's beautiful and great and amazing when people actually have what marriage is and they take it seriously and they really do what they need to do to be married to somebody. Like they actually like invested in that person for real. You know what I'm saying? And they care about themselves enough to commit to someone else and be honest about that, and then know that that's what they want. That's all cool and all. I just feel like it's such a huge commitment past like boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Like that's a commitment and all. When you're with somebody like that, boyfriend and girlfriend, that means you're basically holding that spot for marriage, right? Like you're like telling yourself you're gonna eventually probably see yourself spending the rest of your life with somebody. I just feel like it's such a difference between when you are boyfriend and girlfriend with someone. It's more of like it's more talk. Like it's just based on like an understanding with one another. And then like a marriage is literally like you're signing paper, and like it's in the legal system. So it's more of a very spiritual and very physically strict thing, right? Like a lot of money is shared and a lot of assets are shared, and a lot of like health related things become about more than just you. It's like you and your husband or your wife. It's like all them type of things change your life. Like you change your name and this and that and everything that you kind of did before in the relationship, like boyfriend and girlfriend, it amplifies when you're married. So I just feel like for something so extreme and so life-changing, I just don't see why anyone under 21 should ever get married. I just feel like personally it just doesn't seem like a smart move. That's like trying to buy a house at 18. Now, can people do that? Do people get married before 21? Yes. Do people buy homes at 18? Yes. Do people have cars at 18? Yes. Do people like make really extreme life altering or life changing decisions under 21? Yeah. And are they usually successful? They can be. But I just don't see why something that's meant to kind of like solidify spending the rest of your life with someone should be given to people that are not fully developed yet. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have to be married and have a certain income to adopt children and stuff like that, I don't see why people are allowed to marry so young. It's like you want to make sure that children that are in the system end up in a home that's like, what is it, safe and they're provided for in all the areas in life. You know, that's what people should think about when they're having children. Like, it's not about the money or the marriage. It's really just about the well-being of the child, and like if you can meet all four corners of their needs and stuff like that, like emotional, mental, physical, and spiritually. So I do like that aspect about adoption and all. It's just like I just always saw marriage as something that I would do probably later in life, like after like 30, because I want to make sure my brain is developed enough to make such a decision looking at someone and saying, oh, I want to live with you for the rest of my life. I feel like I would have to really know that person and really love that person and really like know myself and really love myself before I get into something as heavy as a marriage, right? Because when you're married, it's so different from a regular relationship. It's like you are essentially bound to that person, and not forever. Like you could always not be with them, but it's such a like it'll be on your record, like you've been married to someone, or like how do I say it? It's like I just feel like brains are still developing before you're 21 for real. And once you get around that point, it kind of starts slowing down naturally. Like, I don't feel like we're really fully developed until like way after that, but like after like 27. But I just never figured like a young marriage was something for me, or like, you know, something that I see as a good choice for people to do, because a lot of ways that I felt when I was 18 and 19, I don't see the world like that for shit right now, right? I've had really good experiences and really bad experiences, but the way I used to think when I was like 21 even, it's like all that has changed a lot. And so I can't imagine being in a marriage really, really young and making that type of decision and then getting older and changing your mind or changing your interests or whatever, and then having to talk to someone in the marriage about stuff like that, and then it just kind of feel like, well, did I do the right thing? I just wouldn't want to feel like that. I really wouldn't, and I wouldn't rush it, because there's no rush. It's like people live till they're 100 years old, like for the most part. Most people live well past that as well, so I don't see the rush in like trying to find who to spend the rest of your life with just to look like you're doing life right. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's probably super unpopular. I know there's healthy, successful marriages that have lasted probably 50 plus years and they got married at 18. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I wouldn't like get married young just because it's such a heavy thing. And then Next one is that I literally love brown eyes. Like literally, I used to think when I was younger that brown eyes were just kind of like standard because I grew up around a lot of like Black and Asian and Hispanic people. They all had dark eyes for the most part. Then I started seeing different types of browns. And I was just like, yo. By the time I got to like high school, I started seeing like different colors and shit. And mind you, my favorite eye color actually is green. Actually though. But you don't really see that. So I literally love brown eyes like as equally as like green. Because I know most people, they think, oh, it's just boring, it's just brown. I'm like, no, some people got a brown that's cool. So like, I'm not talking about like hazel, like I mean like literally like any brown shade. Like I feel like I would put that above green eyes sometimes, only because it's like it's a certain brown. But yeah, I kept that one short because the last one was. The next unpopular opinion is that I actually like straightening my hair and letting it get puffy. Like right now, it's literally puffing. Like it's literally like not straightened at all right now. But I actually like it like this because it looks like it has more volume. Like I actually don't want to really go over it too much with the straightener unless it's like some parts, right? But I'm actually gonna leave it alone. I actually like when it gets like this just because I know silk presses are like very, very trending right now. And it's like if you didn't straighten your hair to a silk press mode, I guess, then you just didn't do it right. And it's like, no, some people just have a different style of how they like to wear their hair. Like some people like parts, some people don't care for that. Some people like freeform, some people don't. Some people like their shit super neat and perfect and slayed and laid. And some people just like the messy look, so. Yeah. I look, you want to get that wig from TikTok where it's like, it's just like a huge amount of hair. And it's like a half wig, I think. And so I feel like if I had put this texture of my hair currently on top of the wig, it would look so real. But it's okay, I'm fine. I'm too broke for that wig, and it's but yeah, I like it when it gets puffy. Like I actually like it like this. Like I prefer it like this to the pin straight because it just looks kind of natural like this. And then, you know, before I go to sleep, I will brush it down. If I didn't like go over it with the straightener again, I'll kind of brush it into like a pony, and then I'll twist it like this, and then as I'm twisting it in a bun, then I'll tie like this, and then I'll put like a silk scarf over it, and then I let it I sleep on it like that, and then I take it out the next day, and then it's kind of like relaxed, like it's chiller than this, but right now it's puffy because I've been sweating a little bit. Well, not sweating, like it's just kind of humid, and it rained today, so I'm like, I might go over it with the straightener one more time, but after I go run errands, because I don't want to do it just to go outside and it gets puffed up again. Like, okay. So yeah, I prefer my hair kind of not straightened all the way, but I do like to straighten it when I do, like straighten it. I just let it kind of get like puffy, to be honest. I might fix that part, to be honest, because I did let it get puffy. I'm gonna really. Okay. The next one is, oh, this is the last one. I actually really like Android phones and devices and like Windows computers over like Apple or Mac. Like if I were to choose a laptop, I would choose like a HP or like a really nice computer, right? Because I just like the autonomy that Windows gives you for running programs, and it's kind of like the standard, so you don't have to worry about having to run programs with Mac. The difficulty that comes with that sometimes, it's like sometimes you want certain programs and things like that, and it's like, oh, Mac doesn't have it, or like, oh, blah, 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 blah. You gotta get a, what is it called? A parallel. You can run the program, and it's like basically like an OS, a separate OS in your computer. Anyway, which I actually really like Windows computers more than Mac because it's just easier to deal with, and it's like, granted, Mac has a lot of cool features with their computers, and it syncs in with the phones, and you could do iMessage and this and that, and it's easier to find your devices and stuff. But I always been like a Windows girly, and then I always been like a Windows girly, and then Android. I had most of my life I had iPhones or like Apple products, but I always had like Windows computers growing up. It's a cute, cool aesthetic, and it's a cool experience, but I just like Windows, to be honest. And yeah, Android, I just like the OS. It's like, it's a lot of different, again, autonomy you can have, and then it's like easier to deal with like file transfers and stuff like that, versus like Apple is kind of like difficult unless you have another Apple product. Like Apple be taxing, but those are my unpopular opinions. And I tried to keep it short, but you know me. Please try to leave likes or subscribe, because I'm actually trying to take YouTube a little seriously, since, I mean, not that nothing else is working out for me, but I'm trying to get into the YouTube thing, to be honest. And I feel like it's hard for me to really be saying like and subscribe, because I don't feel like famous, or I don't feel like a YouTuber, like, even though I basically feel like, I guess I am. It's like, I don't feel like I should be saying like and subscribe, unless I have like 100K subscribers or something. And it's like, no, it's like it's giving Chick-fil-A, like you have to say my pleasure like every fucking time. So anyway, like and subscribe. Okay. I fixed her.